Today, I'd like to talk to you about some really important things. First, we're going to talk about the quality of the products.
好啦，以下落嚟嘅時間咧，同大家講下永恆公司嘅產品嘅質素啊。
We're going to talk to you about how the products are made.
產品點製造嘅咧？
What quality standards we have.
有咩嘅標準咧？
We're going to talk a little bit about how to sell those products and those quality investments that we've made at Nutraceutical and Forever Living.
到底公司做咗幾多個投資咧？點樣可以將咁優質嘅產品同人分享啦？今日都會同大家講下。
And we're also going to talk to you a little bit about health and nutrition and why it means so much.
咁到底呢一個健康啦同埋營養嘅一啲食品咧，到底對我哋有咩幫助？亦都可以講啦。
The one thing you have to understand
有一樣嘢大家需要了解啦。
is that Forever Living, since day one, Rexmon has created a company that has a higher standard.
由永恆公司創辦嘅第一開始咧，我哋嘅總裁雷，我哋嘅創辦人雷士蒙咧已經有好高嘅標準去生產產品啦。
You can't think of yourself as distributors of another company in multi-level marketing.
你好難想象咧，如果喺第二啲傳統公司你要去經營一啲產品咧，如果質素唔好咧，其實真係好難做。
You have a higher standard.
你有一個非常高嘅產品標準。
You're a better company.
比其他公司咧更優質。
With great leaders.
有相當好嘅領袖啦。
Look at what's happened to Forever Living.
咁會發生件咩事咧
？And the success that they've had.
就能夠建立到呢永恆公司咁多年嘅成功啦。
And it starts at the top with Rexmon.
呢個就係因為由我哋嘅創辦人雷士蒙開始咧，已經係有呢個咁高嘅標準啦。俾一掌聲我哋嘅 Rexmon 好嘛 ？Thank you Rex. They all love Rex and great.
Rex sets the higher standard.
我哋阿 Rex 咧創立咗一個好高嘅標準啦。
He expects that from me.
亦都希望咧所有嘅職員跟隨住我。
And he expects that from you.
亦都鼓勵大家咧跟隨住呢個標準。
So as we build this company, we always want to be thinking about being at a higher standard than what's out there. We're not average. We're not good. We're great.
我哋唔係普普通通，亦都唔係普通嘅好，係非常非常咁好。
Now, this is a picture for those of you who had the opportunity to come. Anybody get to see Forever Nutraceutical? Anybody been there?
嗱，呢度就係我哋嘅新廠房啦，有幾多人去過啊？
Okay, good. So a few of you have been there. Good. Great, great. Yep, I remember you being there.
有成50幾人都去過啊。
It was good to see you guys. Yes.
係啊，好開心見到大家。
Forever Nutraceuticals is a beautiful facility, state of the art. Has about 150 employees. It's about 80,000 square feet, and we can do 1.5 billion tablets. That's a B there.
好啦，咁公司咧嗱，總共嘅面積咧有8萬尺啦，有150個員工。咁而且咧，原來咧佢可以生產嘅產品嘅量數咧係15億粒嘅軟裝產品喎。Yearly for 1 year.
That's 1 year. Yep.
一年裡面可以生產15億粒嘅產品。
But then Hong Kong's going to come through. We're going to bring that up to 3 billion, right?
如果香港嘅業績再大啲嘅話咧，生產30億都得嘅喎。
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to do it.
But I want you to know that we have what's considered world-class and best-in-class manufacturing standards.
我哋有世界級嘅標準咧，亦都喺成個行業當中咧有一個最好嘅一個級數喺生產技術當中。
A higher standard.
一個非常之高嘅標準。
Let me give you an example of a higher standard.
咩叫高嘅標準啊
Let's take aloe.
睇下我哋講緊蘆薈先啦
The competitors that are out there in the world that you guys are facing sometimes, these competitors in most cases are buying the product not from the farms, not even from the brokers, but from the manufacturers.
喺好多出面咧，一啲蘆薈公司所生產或者佢哋所製造嘅產品咧，佢哋嘅原材料咧唔係由呢個農田自己買翻嚟嘅喎，亦都唔係揾分銷商，可能咧有啲已經係啲半製成品咁買原材料翻嚟。
So the competitor, when they come out here and do global distribution, look what's happening.
當佢要去全球分銷呢個產品嘅時候，會發生咩事咧
They have no idea how the farms grew this aloe.
其實佢哋原來唔知嗰個產品或者個蘆薈本身由咩地方種植嘅喎。
What type of pesticides might have been used?
用啲咩叫做除蟲劑啦係用緊嘅。
The way they harvested it, the way they cultivated it.
點樣去種植啦，點樣去收割，完全唔知嘅喎。
They don't know anything about that.
其實乜都唔知。
They have no idea who the broker was and where the product came from.
佢亦都唔知當中有幾多可能中間商做過好多叫一啲流程上面嗰啲服務啊。
They found this seller of the product that manufactured it for them.
佢可能就去呢啲叫半製成一啲生產公司買啲半製成品翻嚟。
They found some other third party to test it for them.
跟住就可能去揾一啲外面嘅公司去做啲測試啦。
And then they finally gave it to their distributors.
跟住咧佢哋就咁啲堆砌咗啲產品出嚟咧，就愛嚟俾佢啲經銷商去銷售啦。
Now look at how Forever does it.
好啦，我哋睇下 Forever 先。
Forever controls it from start to finish.
Forever 犀利喎，原來由一開始咧種植開始咧，我哋已經控制喺手上面。
It starts with the farms, and all of our aloe farms we own. We own those.
所有個蘆薈田咧都係由永恆公司自己全資擁有。
We own the manufacturing.
我哋亦都係產品嘅生產商啦。
We own the testing.
亦都有一個好專業嘅一個測試系統。
And we own the distribution.
亦都有埋我哋全球嘅分銷渠道喎。
That's your company.
就係我哋永恆呢間公司啦。
That's
就
Forever
係屬於
Living.
大家嘅呢間公司啦，好嘛？
We know every plant from start to finish that comes to you. And so we have full vertical integration in our processing.
每一個細節當中嘅程序、產品嘅來源，所有事情咧，永恆公司都一清二楚嘅。
How many other people do that?
有幾多公司可以做到咁咧
Not many.
？No, not many. Only one.
Let me also talk to you about just-in-time delivery.
好啦，跟住講一個咧，一個好好嘅一個生產制度就叫做 just in time，即係及時嘅生產。
We have a global supply chain.
有好多唔同嘅呢個產品嘅一啲叫成分嘅來源啦。
We have products coming in from all over the world.
我哋嘅呢啲來源都可能嚟自世界唔同嘅地方嘅。
And in order to make sure that we get the freshest product possible to you, the consumers of those products, and so that you can have the most confidence in them, we implemented a just-in-time system.
為咗要令大家喺手頭上用緊嘅產品咧，全部產品咧係最新鮮嘅，所以我哋咧就引用咗呢個咁樣嘅生產制度。
That means our suppliers of the raw ingredients actually bring those raw ingredients to us just in time for manufacturing.
當我哋嘅原材料一嚟到我哋嘅工場嘅時候咧，即時咧已經可以咧趕得及咧去做生產啦。
This reduces the capital that we have to outlay.
咁當然全倉嘅量數就可以減少啦。
It frees up warehouse space.
多咗啲位置我嚟俾我哋呢個倉庫去做全倉啦。
And it guarantees the freshest product to you.
而最重要就係我哋可以攞到最新鮮嘅產品。
We also have a quality program. A lot of people will say that quality actually costs you money. But in my opinion, it absolutely saves you money.
咁我亦都有一個好優質嘅一個生產管理產品質素管理嘅系統喎。而呢個系統咧唔單止有啲人話會唔會令到我哋使多咗錢？唔係，因為產品質素好咧，令我哋更加慳錢嘅。
At Forever Nutraceutical, for instance, in the last 2 years, we actually implemented a brand new quality program, state-of-the-art, best-in-class quality program, and as a result, we've grown the total amount of output by 360%.
因為我哋嘅產品生產程序嘅質素越嚟越改善咧，我哋嘅生產咧可以增加360%喎。喺呢2年當中。
I want to talk to you about good manufacturing practices, GMPs.
咁講下關於呢一個 GMP 嘅一個認證啦。
In our industry, GMPs is the basis by which the American government regulates our business. 咁
喺我哋呢個保健食品工業當中，其實美國咧本身呢個叫做GMP 咧，亦都係成個行業當中嘅一個監管嘅一個系統嚟。
It's a standard by which most companies measure themselves.
呢個係一個基本嘅標準啦，所有產品公司生產都要經過呢個標準嘅。
But we're a higher standard here at Forever.
其實我哋嘅質素比呢個要求更加高啊。
Let me give you an example. A lot of the competitors are set up where they have GMPs.
好多公司咧就講緊話，佢哋咧都有 GMP 嘅設備。
But what we do is we consider GMPs a foundation of a business.
對於永恆公司嚟講咧，其實 GMP 只係一個好基本嘅基礎嚟嘅啫。
It's a starting point.
只係一個起點啊，絕對唔係值得炫耀嘅事情嚟嘅。
This is what it looks like when Forever's done with it.
我哋真真正正咧，唔單止基礎好之餘咧，我哋做出嚟嘅嘢都係非常之好。
This is the Forever Corporate Plaza.
呢個就係永恆公司嘅總部啦。
And that's what we look like. This is our competition. They're excited about the fact that they have some GMPs. We take the GMPs to a whole nother level, and we get something like this.
好多人認為 GMP 呢個標準咧就係一個好優質嘅標準啦，冇錯係標準，但係只係一個普通嘅事情嚟啫。永恆公司一早已經做到啦，我哋所做嘅係比佢優勝好多嘅一個地方。
I want to give you an example.
俾大家一個例子。
I received an email from a corporate exec that actually came in and said, "Hey, Steve, we have a couple of distributors from a certain country that said that they actually have 30 milligrams of bioflavonoids, 30 milligrams of bioflavonoids in their propolis, in a competitor's propolis."
咁佢收到另外一啲公司嘅一啲人嘅一啲 email 啦，就話咧喺佢哋嘅地方咧有啲excuse me
30 milligrams of bioflavonoids in the propolis.
In the propolis. Our company or outside?
The competitor. That's what the competitor said.
喺外面一啲公司咧，佢哋話佢哋有啲產品咧有30%咧呢一個bioflavonoid， 即係維他命 P， 冇錯，類黃酮。Yes.
What's that? Well, no.
Not
It's just bioflavonoids. Well,
類黃酮比較準確啲啊。
The point I'm trying to make is that the competitor said, "Hey, why don't we have bioflavonoids in our product?"
咁啲人就問啊，點解我哋嘅產品冇呢個 bioflavonoid， 即係呢個類黃酮嘅成分咧？咁樣。
Because I'm getting beat up by these people saying they've got 30 milligrams and we don't have any.
啲人就話我哋有30個 milligram 嘅成分，但係你哋冇喎。佢咁講啦。
Forever Living, when an independent lab tested our product,
一個外面嘅呢個測試公司啦，測試過我哋嘅產品。
It contained 115 milligrams of bioflavonoids.
原來出面嗰啲講佢有30個 milligram， 原來我哋有115個 milligram 喺我哋嘅產品裏面。佢係我哋嘅30%左右。
It's a higher standard.
真係高標準我哋嘅產品啊。
Starts here.
好啦，由我哋嘅創辦人開始。
How many people think this is a people business?
有幾多人覺得永恆係一個人嘅事業啊？
It's absolutely a people business.
冇錯，因為好多人大家走埋一齊，呢個係一個人嘅事業。
If you have the right leadership at the top, it makes our jobs a lot easier because we're following a great man.
需要有非常之好嘅領導人才，先可以帶領出一個咁好嘅團隊啊嘛，就係由我哋嘅創辦人開始。
If you get the right people,
好啦，當有好嘅人才之後
then you'll have the right raw materials.
當然一定要有好嘅原材料啦。
You'll have the right programs.
好嘅生產程序啦。
And the whole business works.
而呢個系統就會運作到啦。
Now this is what we're called NSF certification, and it's a GMP compliance certification. It's one of the highest standards in America to achieve.
好啦，喺美國嚟講咧，另外仲有一個標準係生產一啲衛生嘅產品嘅。咁呢個係一個非常之高嘅標準嘅一個系統嚟嘅，叫 NSF。
In many cases, I've heard several people say, "What's the quality standard at Forever Living?"
有啲人問到底你哋公司嘅產品嘅水平或者質素去到邊啊？咁樣。
NSF, an outside body, actually went in and audited Forever Nutraceutical, and they were able to complete their audit in a very short amount of time.
係啦，喺好短嘅時間咧，永恆公司咧將會攞認證到呢一個關於 NSF 呢個標準。
The average certification time to become certified for GMPs through NSF takes anywhere from 60 days up to 6 months.
呢個認證嘅過程咧，大約由60日至到6個月左右。
Forever Nutraceutical was certified in 30 days.
而我哋永恆公司咧，只係需要用咗30日咧，已經攞到個認證咯。通常要60日至半年啊，我哋只係需要用30日就攞到呢個認證。
Again, a higher standard at Forever Living.
高標準。
This is our certification right here.
呢張就係我哋證書啦。
We also received, as we were going through the audit, the auditor was so impressed with our company that they said you should go for the most elite certification of NSF, which is called sport certification, so that Olympic athletes can take our products.
咁佢話咧呢個驗證嘅公司嗰啲人嚟到嘅時候去做 audit， 即係去做呢個評核嘅時候咧，佢話其實你哋公司咧應該攞一個成個標準系統當中最高嘅評級啊，嗰啲咧可以俾一啲運動員咧俾佢哋我嚟食用咧，我嚟保障我哋健康嘅喎。
He said very few people are able to go that standard, but we think you can do it.
絕大多數生產嘅公司都做唔到呢個標準啊，但係永恆公司咧可以做得到喎。
It starts with a system.
好啦，跟住講講我哋嘅系統先啊。
And a plan and an execution of that plan.
到底我哋點樣執行呢個系統咧
On a daily basis.
每一日喺運作當中。
This is our inbound process. We're going to kind of walk you through some of the steps in the process.
好啦，咁呢度就係我哋啱啱入到廠房嘅一個部分啦。
All raw materials are tested, and before they're tested, they have to be extracted. So we actually do a sampling inside of a HEPA filtration hood to ensure that we get the perfect sample.
好啦，咁我哋啲原材料嚟到嘅時候咧，第一樣嘢咧要抽咗一啲當中嘅成分出嚟，準備做呢個驗證嘅。
After that, we actually do all these analytical tests. In fact, we do between 145 to 300 individual tests to make sure the product is exactly what it's supposed to be.
每一隻產品去到我哋消費者手之前咧，基本上都經過最少145個至到300個唔同嘅獨立驗證咧，去證實個產品質素有幾好喎。
When you look sometimes at the competition, many of them don't even have their own testing equipment in-house.
有好多外面嘅公司咧，分分鐘連自己嘅檢證個叫做系統或者叫設備都冇。
We have a full analytical and microbial lab that guarantees the safety, efficacy, purity, potency, identity, and sensory characteristics of every single product that you consume.
相反，我哋永恆公司嘅設備咧非常之齊全，能夠令到我哋所有產品咧都能夠有安全啦、清潔啦，同埋佢個獨特嘅一啲成分咧都可以驗證到出嚟。
After we know the raw materials are safe for consumption and that they meet all of our analytical requirements, we then take our proprietary processes that we have at Forever Living.
好啦，當我哋已經攞到啲咁優質嘅成分之後咧，咁我哋開始咧就準備做一啲生產啦。
All of our formulas or recipes are highly confidential. We've had them at Forever Living for over 30 years.
咁當然啦，我哋嘅產品原材料嘅成分到底點樣組合咧，係一個商業嘅秘密啦嚇。
There's a special granulation process that we do.
咁我哋會有一個好好嘅程序咧，能夠將呢啲唔同嘅成分咧，可以打到好均勻嘅。
And this is where we mix in the honey.
呢個咧就係我哋其中用一個成分就係蜜糖啦。
And we blend that in with, for instance, the pollen.
就將譬如呢個蜜糖撈埋溝埋我哋譬如花粉啦，就一齊去打勻咧，我哋做軟裝嘅。
At a very specific ratio.
一個非常之啱正確嘅比例啦。
Very specific temperature.
好嘅正確嘅溫度啦。
To make sure that we get the product that's the best for you.
能夠令到個產品去到大家手上面咧係最好嘅。
After that's prepared and ready, we actually blend it.
咁我哋就開始將佢打勻佢啦 ，blending 啦。
And then we put it into tablets.
跟住咧就開始咧就將佢製成呢個定裝啦。
Remember, you guys promised we'd do 3 billion tablets next year, right?
大家承諾咗咧，而家係做緊15億粒嘅定裝嘅產品，我哋承諾咗我哋要做30億，好嘛？ They promised you.
They're on.
Yeah, they
okay.
promised you.
Hey, if they do that, can we come back and 3 billion? Hardness, disintegration, friability, identity, weight, organoleptic, analytical, microbial testing, all those things we are doing on every single batch of tablets.
係啦，所有呢啲咁嘅軟裝嘅產品生產完出嚟之後咧，好多測試要做嘅，譬如硬度夠唔夠啦，會唔會好分解到啦？所有嘅呢啲測試都認證咗個產品本身咧係相當之高質素。
Our quality department is very tired.
呢個
Our quality department is very tired.
所以呢個產品驗證嘅部門啲人咧都好攰。They take a lot of pollen.
They work hard.
Yeah.
This is a look of our can lines. We do Ultra. Has anybody taken Ultra before?
好啦，咁跟住呢個就係我哋嘅超級蛋白粉嘅生產線啦。
That's done on this high-speed pharmaceutical powder filling line.
咁佢有一啲叫製藥式嘅一啲將啲粉裝去撈勻同埋呢個灌裝佢。
This is our high-speed pharmaceutical bottle filling line where we actually do the tablets and the soft gels.
好啦，咁呢度咧就係一啲我哋嘅膠囊狀嘅產品嘅一個叫做裝罐啦。
This is all state-of-the-art equipment.
係相當之高質素嘅一個產品設備。
That we use to make sure the product is safe for you.
最重要就係來到我哋手上面咧，質素係好同埋好安全。
And this is robots that we actually do that packs off every single bottle that we do into a case shipper, puts it on a pallet, wraps it, and sends it out.
好啦，咁呢個咧係一個機械臂啦，能夠將我哋產品咧生產完之後咧，冇經過人手咧，就幫大家做好個包裝，一版一版咁樣咧，就可以寄到去唔同國家啦。
High speed, efficient, very effective, and makes so that we have the lowest cost possible and the best quality.
高速啦、高效能啦、好嘅質素，最重要就係成本可以降低到，令到我哋可以用一個更加低嘅價錢去用嗰個產品。
We also want to show you our soft gel manufacturing operation.
好啦，睇下膠囊狀嘅產品點樣生產先啦。
Look at the clean room environment that we have.
呢度係一個好乾淨嘅生產嘅場地啦。
These are the stainless steel kettles.
係不鏽鋼嘅一個容器啊。
This actually melts the gelatin.
將呢個凝膠咧，將嗰個膠囊咧溶解。
This is the gelatin that's melted and is put into a 300-liter stainless steel tank.
好啦，咁將呢一個膠囊嘅物質溶解咗之後咧，就擺落一個300 millimeter 嘅一個不鏽鋼嘅容器度啦。
This is our high-speed encapsulators that actually encapsulate the individual tablets.
呢個係一個高速嘅將嗰個容器咧，可以叫做製成一個軟裝嘅一個生產設備嚟。
This is the actual die. If you can actually see this, the gelatin comes off the shoulder here. Comes down into these little pockets, makes the pocket, injects the fish oil or the beta carotene, whatever the product is that we're making, makes the actual soft gel, and then puts it on a conveyor out to be
嗱，
dried.
咁你見到呢兩塊好似薄膜咁咧，就係我哋嗰啲明膠啦。咁咧就生產嘅時候咧就走埋一齊啦。咁中間再注入譬如魚油啦，或者呢個 A beta care 咧，就將佢製成一粒軟醬。
After they're prepared for dehumidification so that they can cure properly.
咁當然當佢要風乾咗佢啦。
Then we actually polish them and make sure they're clean and they don't have any excess residue on it.
好啦，唔單止生產完出嚟咧，仲要將佢表面咧再磨滑佢咧，能夠令到我哋容易啲食用喎。
And then we actually send it through a sizometer to make sure that we have just the right size of soft gel.
跟住每一粒產品咧都經過一個測試咧，就係make sure 即係嗰個產品咧係每一粒個重量大細都一樣嘅。
So that's our entire. So if you can kind of see, this is our operation from start to finish. Can you see that we have a higher standard at Forever Living?
大家如果有去過呢個廠房，應該好清楚佢點生產啦。相當之高嘅標準。
Good. Now, are you guys ready for some training?
大家係咪準備更加多嘅一啲資訊咧 ？Yes.
Okay. We're going to talk to you a little bit about, this is very, very, very important, okay? I'm going to talk to you about nutrition, and I'm going to talk about 3 products tonight.
好啦，今日以下落嚟嘅時間咧，同大家講3種我哋優質嘅產品話。
I'm also going to talk to you about 3 very simple steps to skyrocket your business.
有3個簡單嘅程序咧，幫助大家你哋嘅業績咧不斷咁增長嘅。
Okay?
They're so excited.
So pay attention, okay?
大家集中精神啊
And no yawning.
唔好打呢個。
When you sit down,
當你坐低嘅時候，
when you sit down with a distributor, a friend, a family member, and they want to work with our products, you have to establish, how many of you guys set goals for your business?
有幾人為自己嘅事業定咗目標嘅。
Okay, good. If you don't start, you need to. Goals are very important.
如果暫時都未有咧，快啲同你上次坐低定你個目標，因為非常之重要嘅。
You also want to do that from a health standpoint. When you're trying to help somebody, you have to have a goal. And what you want to work with them is you want to find out what their 3 most important health goals are.
原來我哋嘅健康咧都需要訂立目標喎。咁所以咧，你可以同你身邊嘅人坐低嘅時候咧，同佢講下有3個重要嘅目標咧係健康嘅標準點樣去設定。
Have them write it down.
可以叫佢哋寫低佢喎。
Make sure they understand what they're talking about.
一定要令佢哋知道咧，佢要明白原來呢3樣嘢咁重要嘅。
Some people have a tough bowel. Some people have poor vision. Some people have achy joints. Some people are very tired.
有好多人就譬如呢個腸胃唔好啦，有啲人咧就睇唔到視力比較差啦，有好多人總之身體好多唔同嘅毛病嘅。
Whatever it is, get them to put it down on paper.
無論咩問題都要叫佢寫低佢自己身體上面有啲咩狀況。
Then number 2, you help them build the optimal health pyramid.
第二樣嘢咧就希望咧能夠令到佢哋有一個健康嘅一個金字塔啊。
Then once they do that, they actually and that's products. You actually teach them about which products they want to be taking to help them with these 3 goals that they have.
如果你啲朋友訂立咗呢個目標，而跟住呢個程序去做嘅時候咧，咁佢哋咧亦都會有機會將呢個產品去同身邊人分享添。
Once they've had the experience and they see the benefits in their life, then they do step number 3, which is teach others.
因為佢哋已經藉着呢個過程咧，健康到會改善到啊。
Simple, duplicatable, and it makes profit.
好啦，好簡單啦，可以複製啦，亦都因為咁可以賺取到一個好好利潤嘅喎。
It's not too difficult, right?
冇咩難度嘅。
It works. The greatest leaders in our business don't sit and talk about every single little milligram of product that goes out. What they do is they do simple steps like this to help people get on their way.
佢話喺永恆呢個事業當中，佢見到好多成功嘅領袖咧，佢哋都唔會話逐樣嘢每一個好細微點樣幾多個 milligram 去同人講關於咁深入嘅產品資料嘅，一啲簡單嘅程序咧就能夠令到對方去用呢個產品，而亦都因為咁可以分享到出去。
Here's the good news.
呢個就係好消息啦。
Regardless of what they put on those 3 goals,
無論佢到底身體有邊幾個3個最重要嘅身體狀況或者毛病，佢列咗出嚟。
the first step to optimal health for each person you talk to starts with aloe.
所有呢啲身體狀況咧，第一樣嘢你可以鼓勵佢用嘅產品，最簡單嘅就係我哋永恆公司嘅蘆薈產品。
It starts here with aloe because you have to start with a good foundation.
因為永恆嘅蘆薈咧，的確係能夠建立佢身體健康一個最重要基礎嚟嘅。
Many of you may not know the value of aloe.
好多人都唔知蘆薈嘅價值到底有幾好幾重要。
Aloe has been used for over 3,500 years, has 200 active constituents, including 18 amino acids, 8 enzymes, 20 minerals, 12 vitamins, including antioxidants A, C, and E.
好啦，呢啲以下落嚟嘅資料就係我哋永恆公司蘆薈探秘會議裏面經常講，有3000幾年歷史啦，200種微量元素啦，18種氨基酸啦，好多呢啲成分都係幫到我哋健康嘅。
I love health and wellness, and I'm always learning new things, and I'm always reading the most up-to-date journals.
好開心能夠見到好多人能夠得到健康啦，同埋亦都因此得到財富啊！好中意睇呢啲資料。
On my flight over here, actually from my flight from California to Hong Kong, my first leg of the flight, I was reading Nutrition Industry Executive, which is September 2012.
咁啦，由美國飛嚟香港呢程機咧，第一程機當中咧，佢就睇咗一本咁樣嘅雜誌啦，係呢一個9月份嘅刊物嚟嘅。
This is a industry magazine that talks about the emerging science in the world.
咁就講到啦，呢一個全世界一啲叫做科學嘅一啲組合啦，點樣可以走埋一齊去做一啲貢獻啊
I wasn't surprised when I looked down and I looked at the number 1 and 2 items that they were talking about. Guess what they were?
咁睇下到底呢啲咁嘅營養嘅雜誌裏面講到，因為全世界一啲好重要嘅資訊嚟噶嘛，到底頭1、2位嘅啲資訊到底提供係講啲咩咧
Aloe vera.
原來當中就講到蘆薈咯喎。
And omega 3s.
跟住第二樣嘢咧，就係呢一個魚油喎。呢個唔係我哋公司嘅刊物喎，係一啲外間嘅刊物講到最重要關於健康嘅元素咧。第一樣嘢講到就係蘆薈，第二嘅就係呢一個魚油。
What's really interesting, though, and what I think is really important for all of you to understand, is that these scientists are talking about this emerging science and how great that aloe vera is as a tonic, because a lot of people have used it as helping for healing and that type of thing on the exterior of their body, but they didn't understand the value of putting a tonic inside their body. And they're saying the product is incredible as a tonic.
好啦，咁佢話咧，裡面嘅研究講到咧，蘆薈一啲微量嘅元素啦，喺呢個原子或者分子嘅成分當中咧，點樣喺外用咧？其實已經好多世間上面好多人咧已經理解佢當中嘅啲優點啊，但係好多人仲未研究到咧。當我哋內服嘅時候咧，呢啲咁樣嘅微量嘅元素點樣對身體有幫助？咁呢份雜誌裏面咧就提到啦。俾大家休息一陣先。
There's a fly in here somewhere. It's a bee?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making the pollen for us. Good. The point I want to make, and this is a really important point.
有個重點想同大家分享嘅關於
I
呢部
hope
分。
you guys in the back are listening.
後面嘅朋友聽唔聽到啊
You guys listening? Hi.
Yeah.
What these scientists
呢啲科學家咧，
and what these individuals are talking about
佢哋每一個咧到底講緊啲
started with and knew about over 30 years ago and has been giving it to you, to distributors, for over 30 years.
原來佢裏面提到嘅一啲重點，我哋永恆公司嘅創辦人 Rex Moore 咧喺30年前咧已經關注到，亦都將呢個產品帶到我哋手上面啦。
This isn't new emerging science. This is what Rex has known. This is what you have known if you've been with this company. This is what Selena's known for 27 years. Aloe vera is the starting point to your optimal health and your best life possible.
咁原來呢一方面嘅一啲科技嘅資訊或者我哋嘅產品嘅質素咧，其實講緊喺30年前我哋嘅總裁咧已經帶到我哋手上面，但係而家咧先有好多科學家咧開始作出呢方面嘅深入研究啫。
So as you think about how you're going to build your optimal health pyramid, this is the starting point for all health.
如果大家都想知道點樣幫到你朋友咧，可以得到身體上更加好嘅健康咧，蘆薈就係最基本嘅基礎啦。
What does aloe do? It goes in here.
好啦，蘆薈產品第一樣咧就當我哋食用嘅時候就落到我哋身體嘅
To your stomach,
我哋嘅胃部啦，
and small intestine,
跟住就小腸啦，
and large intestine.
跟住大腸啦。
And it basically prepares those intestines and the GI tract to be ready to absorb the nutrients in the food and the supplements that you're taking.
好啦，最重要就係如果我哋腸胃本身係質素好嘅話咧，因為咁咧之後我哋無論食任何一種營養食品或者任何種食物都好啦，我哋嘅吸收嘅效果都會比較好。
If you're taking supplements and you're not taking aloe, you're cheating yourself.
如果你喺無論任何食物補品或者營養食品都好，但係你腸胃唔好，你事先冇用好嘅蘆薈產品幫你做好個腸胃咧，你就自己揾緊自己笨啦。
Because you're able to absorb the nutrients better.
因為要吸收到呢啲營養先係最重要啊嘛。
When you do it in combination with aloe.
我哋咧就因為配搭咗蘆薈咧，就有呢個功效啦。
And that way you can amplify the benefit of the supplements in every single food that you eat.
無論任何食物你食落肚裏面或者補充品食落肚裏面，因為有蘆薈先幫你做咗呢個打底咧，其他嘅效果都會更加明顯地放大咗。
Your biggest challenge is actually choosing which aloe you want to use.
可能你最大嘅挑戰就係到底咁多種4種蘆薈汁飲邊種比較好啲咧？
Now, I want to talk about the dynamic duo. How many of you have seen RG Plus before?
好啦，第二樣要同大家講就係我哋嘅王牌嘅其中一隻 RG Plus 啊。
Hey, it's a wonderful
精氨酸。
it's a wonderful product, and we're going to be bringing it here to Hong Kong.
呢隻係一隻非常之好嘅產品，因為呢隻產品咁好咧，一定咧要同大家介紹一下。
Today we were working with your staff.
就同香港公司好多職員喺度合作緊啦。
We're finalizing the details.
將一啲好仔細嘅資訊啦，去總結咗。
And we're hoping in the next couple of months that we're going to be able to register this product and have it available to you.
希望咧呢個產品咧唔單止可以去到澳門啊，直接嚟到香港就更加好啦。Yeah, we love it.
How's it work? It's real simple.
咁當中嗰個效果有咩點樣配搭咧嚇
We have pure arginine, a proprietary vitamin complex, and Forever fruit blend that basically combined creates nitric oxide inside your body, which dilates the blood vessels.
好啦，我哋有3個重要元素喺當中啊，當中其中有一個就係我哋呢一個左旋精氨酸啦，亦都有維他命嘅一啲組合啦，最後咧亦都加咗 Forever 咧好多優質嘅一啲植物嘅生果咧去配搭喺裡面嘅。
The typical conversion of arginine in the body that goes the foods. We actually take our arginine from foods that we get proteins and that type of thing, and the protein gets converted over here and broken down into an amino acid. But in this process, we lose a lot of the amino acids. They don't get broken down properly.
其實正常咧，我哋身體咧都喺透過食物嘅吸收當中咧，有機會產生到呢啲咁樣嘅一氧化氮嘅，即係呢一個左旋精氨酸呢種效果。咁但係咧喺消化過程當中好多都流失咗。
And then whatever amino acids are left is arginine, and that gets converted over into nitric oxide.
好啦，但係當我哋加入咗呢一個左旋精氨酸喺我哋嘅食物嘅當中嘅時候咧，就能夠咧喺身體裏面咧產生咗呢啲 nitric oxide 呢啲一氧化氮。
However, if you look at RG Plus, it is a pure form of arginine that's prepared with vitamins proprietary blend to get away from that middle step and give you much better conversion so that you have better heart health, better vasodilation, and better circulation.
係啦，當我哋嘅產品加入咗本身有嘅呢一個精氨酸啦、呢個維他命啦，同埋多種嘅一啲植物成分之後咧，佢就直接能夠俾我哋身體去吸收，就幫助咗我哋呢一個心臟啦、血管啦、所有循環系統嘅健康。
I happened to be going. I went to the rally at Budapest this year, the European rally at Budapest, and while we were heading to the rally, we noticed a distributor on the side in the fields who was actually taking RG Plus. You want to know why I know he was taking RG Plus?
咁佢有機會去到呢一個匈牙利嘅貝達佩斯去參與我哋啱啱2012年嘅歐洲年會啦。佢話有啲人咧喺農田當中咧都去用我哋嘅呢一個永恆公司嘅呢一個左旋精氨酸嘅。
This is how I knew he was taking RG Plus. I took a picture.
咁佢就俾一幅圖我哋。Is that real? Real? Really?
I'm just kidding.
講下笑啫。
I wanted to make sure you were still awake.
希望大家仍然保持清醒啊。
But honestly,
好啦，講翻
just trying to have a little fun. The difference is with RG Plus, you're going to have an opportunity, as we say in our business, to be more, and if you can be more, you can do more.
當你去使用呢個產品嘅時候咧，你會發現咧，你嘅身體嘅狀況真係會有好大嘅改善。當你有呢個咁嘅力量出咗嚟嘅時候咧，你自然就更加有力量同身邊嘅人分享。
If you have good health,
有更加好嘅健康啦，
you can be a better distributor,
就會成為一個更加好嘅 Forever 嘅傳銷商。
a better mother,
更加好嘅媽咪啦，
a better husband.
更加好嘅丈夫啦。How to do it？
You can be a better person,
成為一個更加健康、更加好嘅人。
and you can help other people.
因為咁亦都可以幫助更加多嘅人。
Because that's at the bottom line what Rex talks about every single time, isn't it?
呢個就係永恆公司嘅創辦人Rex 經常同我哋講嘅。
Helping others.
去幫助別人。
And that's what you can do.
呢個原來大家都可以做得到。
Briefly, we're going to wrap up here, but I wanted to, before I leave, I had to talk to you a little bit about the new product Arctic Sea coming out.
好啦，跟住要同大家講就係準備嚟嘅一隻新嘅產品，我哋新嘅魚油丸喎。
A lot of you may not know. Some of you saw who came to the rally and saw the presentation I did there. But there's a real problem. It's here in Asia. It's here all over the world. But the amount of omega-3 consumption is declining down here. Okay? The amount of omega-6s is increasing. And that ratio is way out of balance, and it's causing a lot of health problems.
好啦，你會見到喺世界上面咧，原來咧我哋話咧呢個奧米加3嘅呢一種油份嘅使用咧，由好多年之前咧不斷到你而家係下降緊喎。相反咧，奧米加6呢一種嘅油份咧就不斷咧喺市場上面越嚟越多人用嚇。
So we're in a real problem state right now because the foods that we're eating aren't healthy and they're contributing to the omega-6. We're not eating enough omega-3s and we have to do something about it.
原因就係因為咧喺市場上面有好多個食物咧都含有太多嘅奧米加6，但係相反咧奧米加3係少嘅，就導致好多健康問題。
So we got to find a way to get more omega-3s into our bodies.
好啦，就要諗辦法咧，令到更加多嘅奧米加3號嘅一啲油份咧喺我哋身體裏面。
Those of you who came to the rally saw that we invited the father and discoverer of omega-3s, the original discoverer of omega-3s, to the rally.
So he is the first one who do the investigation for. 呢位朋友咧喺我哋永恆公司啱今次美國年會咧喺台上面同我哋分享過關於奧米加3號呢種物質對健康有幾大幫助，而佢係全世界第一個人研究奧米加3嘅朋友嚟嘅，所以佢被稱為呢一個 the father of discoverer of omega-3， 即係父親去研究呢類型嘅物質。
He is a physician. He's also the world-renowned and foremost expert on omega-3 fatty acids. He has over 350 publications, and the American Heart Association recognized him as one of the outstanding contributors to heart health.
咁佢曾經做過300幾個唔同嘅報導咧，係佢嘅研究咧，去講到關於呢一個奧米加3點樣幫助到身體嘅健康，亦都係咧世界公認呢一個咧對於魚油或者對於奧米加3呢一種物質嘅研究嘅一個先鋒嚟嘅。
Why would this high level of a person, this person who is an academic, who flew all the way from Norway, came all the way from Norway, all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, to be with Forever Living, with all of the distributors there with Forever Living. He's retired, he's finished, he lives in this wonderful home with his wife, and they have a beautiful, very comfortable existence, but he took time away from that, flew all the way down to be with the Forever Living distributors because he believes in you, he believes in this product, and it's the absolute best omega-3 product on the market.
點解一個咁專業嘅學者，一位已經退休咗嘅朋友，佢哋已經擁有咗非常之好嘅生活，喺挪威特登老遠地飛到亞利桑那州鳳凰城，同我哋講解關於永恆公司或者關於呢個奧米加3呢個物質嘅重要性呢？
That's the type of expert that's supporting you. That's the type of science that's supporting you every single day.
因為佢相信大家咧，你哋能夠將咁優質嘅信息、咁好嘅產品分享俾更加多人，幫助其他人咧可以得到健康嘅改善。
So when you're out there and you're talking to people about the products and they want to ask you how good your products are, you ask them, oh, by the way, did you know that we have the foremost expert on omega-3s? Oh, by the way, did you know we have a Nobel Prize winner? Do you know that we have a staff of nutritionists and scientists that actually support this company? You stand tall and stand behind the products because these are the best products in the world, period.
好啦，當你出到去同人分享美容公司嘅產品嘅時候，你一定要感到非常非常之咁自豪，因為點解？可能佢問到你到底你嘅產品有幾好啊？你產品你間公司嘅產品有咩實力啊？你問一問佢到底佢認唔認識乜嘢人做第一個研究關於奧米加3呢個物質呢？到底咩人能夠有一隻產品有諾貝爾獎嘅科研技術配合喺產品裏面呢？永恆公司嘅產品就有啦。
Briefly, Dr. Dyerberg did the reason he was so successful is because he actually was the first one that went up to Greenland and did a study on the Eskimos and found their omega-3s, the amount of omega-3s they were eating was much, much higher because of the fish that they were consuming. And as a result, they had the lower incidence in inflammation issues and issues related to health risks and health problems. And so as a result, he said, what's the deal? They're eating all this high fat, which is the omega-3s, but they're not having as many problems from a health standpoint. Why is it? And it was because those omega-3s are incredibly beneficial to you.
我哋成日都喺業界裏面聽到好多人引述咧，第一個最初開始發現咧，點解呢個奧米加3能夠幫到健康，就係有人老遠飛到格陵蘭呢個地方去研究當地人食好多咩好肥嘅食物，但係點解你身體仍然都保持到咁高嘅健康質素呢？原來呢位朋友去做呢個研究就係我哋頭先講呢位學者。
Now, is there research behind omega-3s? Do you know, besides aspirin, there is no other substance in the world that has more clinical studies showing the benefits of omega-3s than omega-3s. There's nothing more.
全世界嘅所有一啲原材料或者物質咧，被作為研究、作為營養補充品，咁多個物質當中，你睇下咧，已經顯示咗出嚟咧，最多嘅研究就係奧米加3。
That includes calcium, vitamin E, acetaminophen, vitamin D. There's no drug. There's no supplement that has more clinical studies than the omega-3s.
冇一隻其他嘅營養或者原材料成分，譬如維他命 E 啊、維他命 A， 各樣嘢佢哋研究嘅報告都冇呢一個奧米加3咁多啊。
So back to what we were talking about before. You want to get more omega-3s in your diet? Okay.
大家都要擺多啲呢一個奧米加3呢個物質成為你嘅食量當中。
Then this guarantees you 1.1 grams of omega-3s if you take the recommended serving per day.
咁啊，鼓勵大家咧，每日咧都能夠食到3個我哋嘅叫做粒裝嘅呢個魚油啦。
That way you can get that balance of omega-3s and omega-6s back in line.
你就能夠將我哋食物當中攝取裡面嘅奧米加3嘅成分咧，配合翻正常嘅程度啦。
In addition to that, we also in the new omega-3 we actually increased in Arctic Sea, this new Arctic Sea, we actually increased the amount of DHA. And why did we do that? Because if you look at the percentage of DHAs in orange and the EPA is in red, it shows how much more of the tissue is made of DHA in the eyes, the brains, the testes, and the sperm. All of those areas have more DHA than the EPA. So we increase the amount of DHA in the new Arctic Sea.
而家我哋嘅新產品當中咧，其中一個最重要嘅因素咧，就加入咗更加多嘅 DHA 嘅成分。點解咧？因為當研究發現咗，其實我哋身體好多唔同嘅部位咧，包括腦啦、眼啦，或者唔同嘅地方，我哋所需要嘅 DHA 嘅比例咧，係比 EPA 高好多嘅。
So there and mother's milk, which is our foundation for us to having good health.
人奶咧係可以建立嬰兒嘅最基本嘅健康。
There's 4 times more DHA in mother's milk than EPA.
而喺人奶裏面咧，佢嘅 DHA 嘅量數係比 EPA 咧係4倍咁多。
Most supplements that are out there in the marketplace that we're competing against or that's out there that other people are giving have a higher level of EPA than DHA. Now we have a exact 1-to-1 ratio of DHA and EPA in every single formula.
喺外面好多個產品咧，佢哋生產出嚟嗰個叫效果就係通常係 EPA 咧會多過 DHA 嘅。但係由今時今日開始，我哋永恆公司準備要推出呢個新產品咧 ，DHA 嘅同 EPA 嘅比例係一樣。
So this is actually a picture of where we actually get the fishes from. A lot of people ask where they come from. Arctic Circle, and that's why we get Arctic Sea. That's where we get the materials from.
好啦，想俾大家睇下到底我哋嘅魚油丸嘅魚喺邊度嚟咧？原來就喺呢個圖畫裏面呢個咁嘅位置啦。喺北極圈裏面咧嘅海床當中嘅一啲魚。
You want to know if there's certification behind it? Because a lot of you guys are being asked about certification and quality. Check out this. We actually have 5-star IFOS rating. That's the highest standard you can possibly get. You can get out of 5 stars. Arctic Sea received the full 5 stars from the International Federation on Fish Oil Supplements.
好啦，咁呢個咧係一個關於魚油呢種原材料嘅一個驗證標準嚟嘅，而呢個標準咧亦都係全個行業裡面公認最高嘅標準，好嘛？咁我哋永恆公司嘅產品咧都能夠攞到呢啲咁樣嘅升級標準，5星級嘅標準啊！
I go on and on and on and on, but I can't because we've only got so much time. But the Council of Responsible Nutrition, it's a higher standard than that. World Health Organization standard, this is where Forever Living standard. We're actually higher than the World Health Organization standard. We have 46 individual qualitative tests that actually ensure that that product that you're getting is the absolute best omega-3 supplement in the world.
喺呢一個世衛組織裏面咧，訂立咗啲食物嘅標準咧。我哋永恆公司嘅優質嘅標準係比世衛嘅標準咧仲要再高嘅，好嘛？每一個原材料關於魚油呢個部分咧，佢都經歷咗46個唔同嘅檢定測試咧，作為佢嘅原材料嘅。
Now, this is, again, some more backup for you. Just in 2011, the American Heart Association, for the first time ever, recommended the consumption of omega-3s for everybody for daily consumption. In addition, the World Health Organization also stated, and there's been over 100,000 scientific studies saying that you, your friends, other distributors need Arctic Sea every single day.
好啦，最後俾一個好重要嘅啲基本資訊俾大家知道咧，係美國嘅心臟協會，呢個心臟協會啦，同埋呢個世衛組織咧，都喺2011年咧作出一啲提議，就係我哋嘅市民啦或者消費者咧，應該去食用多啲呢一個 EPA 同埋 DHA， 去幫助呢方面嘅健康。
Stop thinking like you're asking somebody to help you when you're talking to them about our supplements.
記住，我哋其實真係唔係需要別人咧去幫忙我哋去買呢個產品或者支持我哋幫襯下，絕對唔係，唔好搞錯。
Start understanding that you're going to help that person change their life and have better health, better wealth, and a better life.
相反，我哋今日咧真係能夠擁有咁優質嘅產品，我哋希望將呢個咁好嘅產品同咁好嘅消息，當自己享用咗，幫到自己同埋身邊嘅人健康之後，將咁好嘅消息咧傳達開同埋分享出去咁解嘅。
So when you're sitting down next to them, know in your heart that you're actually making a difference in their life.
今日我哋其實係希望能夠對方喺生命當中咧作出一啲好嘅轉變。
So we're pretty much at the end.
差唔多去到最後啦。
Let's go through the 3 again. Remember.
好啦，我哋重複提翻最重要嘅3樣嘢。
Number 1,
第一樣
write down the 3 issues that they want to address.
好啦，首先叫你朋友寫低佢身體上面3個最重要佢想改善健康嘅地方。
Number 2, help them build their health pyramid.
第二樣嘢係幫佢建立一個健康嘅金字塔。
Starting with aloe.
由呢個蘆薈啦。
And then through your research, the balance of the products, whatever can help them through targeted nutritional systems.
由蘆薈作為第一個基礎，跟住再幫佢選擇一啲咧佢最適合佢嘅健康嘅一啲產品。
And then let them feel the success of the products in their life.
等佢享用咗呢個產品，能夠令到佢自己身體可以得到健康嘅改善之後。
And then have them teach others to do the same.
亦都希望佢能夠將呢個咁好嘅消息分享俾身邊嘅人。
It's simple, but it's effective, it's powerful, and you can do it.
就係咁簡單，好有效地就可以將永恆咁優質嘅產品咧，去幫助更加多世界上面嘅人咧，可以得到健康，而我哋亦都同時間創造更加多嘅財富啦。
Just so you know, horses, plow horses.
大家知道話馬咧好有呢個動力啊。
As an individual plow horse, one plow horse can maybe pull between 4,000 pounds.
原來一隻馬咧可以拖到嘅力量大約係4,000
Yeah, 4,000.
4000磅到咯。
Okay, but you get another plow horse saddled up next to it.
如果兩隻馬夾埋一齊會點咧？
And together, the 2 of them.
如果兩個力量加埋係點嘅咧？
They don't pull 8,000 pounds, which is double the amount the single horse can do. They can actually do 12,000 pounds through teamwork.
一隻4000，兩隻係咪應該8000咧？原來唔係喎，係12000喎。
If you train them properly and get them completely in unison, they can get up to 18,000 pounds.
如果你再將呢兩隻馬訓練得好嘅話，佢哋嘅步伐一致啲去做嘅話咧，原來可以去到18000磅嘅力都拖到嘅喎。
That's the power of forever living because you're not saddled up just by yourself.
呢個就係我哋永恆公司嘅力量，因為今日我哋喺呢個事業當中去運作、去發展嘅時候，我哋唔係自己單打獨鬥咁簡單。
You're saddled up with the greatest leadership group in the world.
你擁有全世界最優質嘅領導，
The greatest products in the world.
最好嘅產品，
The greatest distributors in the world.
最好嘅我哋嘅傳銷商係咪啊 ？Yeah, the greatest distributor.
You have a team and a network and an opportunity that is incredible. I hope you understand what we've talked about tonight. I hope you grasp the greatness that's here, the great opportunity that you have that you can actually take and help people's health and wealth and take it to a whole new level.
我哋擁有咁優質嘅團隊，咁好嘅機會，我哋希望大家能夠珍惜住呢個機會，好好咁把握佢，能夠將自己嘅生活，能夠將身邊嘅人生活咧得到更加好嘅改善，去到另一個更加好嘅層次，好嘛？
And what are we going to do when we get there?
好啦，我哋嚟緊嘅目標係咩咧？
Who's going to go to Hawaii? Who's with
有
me?
幾多人會去夏威夷㗎？
Who's with me? No, come on.
Wow.
Everybody who's going to Hawaii, I want you to stand up.
好，起身好嘛？我哋去夏威夷嘅團友。
Let's see who's out there. Who's going? Greg's going. Who else is going?
哇 ，Aloha！
Aloha!
Aloha！
Forever Living, let's go global. Thank you so much.
好多謝晒大家嘅時間，Aloha！